got a little comparison for you on, I'm going to probably say it wrong, of course, but these wonderful guys. So, a Hydrometer, and this one in my hand is a Herculmoter. I think I'm saying that right. And that one's by Fermenter's Favorite. Kind of wanted to show you that one. I got a different one in the box, but these guys are all plastic. They seem to work all right. Come in a little tube, give you a conversion kit chart. I've pretty much given up on that as far as reading temp, because there's a whole bunch of calculators online. That's really simple to download and use one. But I'm going to admit to you, I thought this thing went bad. So, and what do I got in the test tube, if you will? Distilled water. So those of you that are just experimenting with these, trying to learn how to use them, like honestly I am, the test for these, if you put them in distilled water, and that's one thing people say, don't drop them, which I did, they should float. And based on the correct temperature of what this thing's supposed to measure, let me get this out of the way, it's supposed to sit at an even 1. And this guy, and that water's room temp. I believe this one measures that in that 68 range. If I'm wrong, people, please correct me. I'm not 100%. But it's floating, and it's reading basically where it's supposed to be. Some people argue too, where do I read it? On the bottom of the meniscus or the top? I don't know either, but there was a chemist supposedly online. Who knows if he was? He claims the bottom of the meniscus. So anybody watching this, if you're a chemist, comment. But anyhow, so I found out my Herculmeter is actually accurate, because I was trying to measure wort a while back and it just bottomed out. I went online, I tried to figure it out. Honestly, I have no idea why it didn't do what it's supposed to, especially now that I checked it with distilled water. So, in my fashion, what did I do? I wanted to measure it. I wanted to have specific gravity and everything else. So I got a new guy. And for remembering everything, what did I get? I got a new hydrometer from Brewing America. This is their Pro Series. This is supposed to be all glass, supposed to come with a cleaning kit, all that wonderful jazz from Amazon. 10% off, 45 bucks. So I think those are around 20, 25 on Northern Brewer. If I'm wrong, please correct me if you comment. But that might change too. But I'm going to get into this one since I thought that one was a failure and see what this guy looks like and what it does. And I also have some keg parts in here. I'm going to ignore that for now. Some of you that have been watching that know I'm doing a kegerator build. So obviously packing. Thanks Amazon. They're always great with packing. Right here, keg parts. I'm not going to talk about that right now. So we're going to get rid of that. Here's what I'm interested in though. What do we really get? Here it is. The Pro Series Hydrometer Test Kit by Brewing America. And again, no affiliation with this. If you go into my website, I'm going to keep trying to post this stuff. I haven't been that great at it because I'm not Amazon affiliate right at the moment, because I don't have enough followership, enough subscribers, anything like that. But the links are still accurate. They should still bring you Amazon if you're looking for this stuff. Nice marketing right on the back, on the box, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. So these guys are smart. So their website, brewingamerica.com, supposedly these guys are also veterans. I'm not sure. But here's what you get. Here's opening that box in their card. Ah, that's cool. Scan the code or go to Brewing America. 15% off your next offer. Shows a bunch of hydrometers. Can kind of see that. I don't think there's a code on there. So obviously you have to scan that. That's not a big deal for most of us. So like me on Facebook, good marketing. What else do we get? Accuracy testing, wash and sanitize all your equipment, chill distilled water to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Fill your Brewing America test jar 3/4 full. I'm going to stop there. one thing they claimed was that this one is smaller than this one, so less for us that are on small batch sizes. Why do we care? Less use of wort to test. Yeah, gently allow it to lower. They actually added this. Do not allow it to collide against the bottom of the test jar. #1 cause of breakage. So there's instructions to do all that. They even give you a nice correct reading at the bottom of the meniscus. So these guys are really detailed. I know it's probably hard to see some of that. What else? Cleaning cloth. That's cool. Test tube brush. Nice. But again, you're paying quite a bit more money. Here's a kit too. Nicely packaged foam. I like that when they do it. Similar setup to Fermenter's favorite, the Herculmoter. So comparison in the tubes. Nothing excited. Same stuff. A little extra foam on that one, the Heruclmeter. So let's get this guy out. And I know they told me to chill it to 60. That's what they're saying. That was almost, let's see, is that what they told me? So this one must be measuring at 60 degrees. What do we got? Yeah, 60. This is room temp. It's been sitting here all day, so 68 degrees. And I know I'm cheating, so I'm going to guess that it's going to be fairly close. And I think that one reads higher. But as I said, that temp is a way to check it. There's a lot of calculators. I wouldn't waste my time with math. Glass test tube, beaker, or whatever you want to call it. Plastic protection if it does drop. That's a nice feature. Their logo on the bottom. Compared to this Northern Brewer one, definitely a difference. Little pour spout. You're paying for it. No doubt about that. So, again, I'm going to cheat. So I'm going to go to the sink. I'm not going to do the temp. I'm still going to compare them, which I know is a sin, but I'm thinking that's going to be alright. So, test tube size. God, I looked out there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't seem to me that that's much of a wort difference, but I want to know. So we're going to get a little more glass. So my handy dandy Pyrex measuring cup. So I'm going to see if this hot rod works. Again, I thought they were glass, but no, that feels like acrylic to me too. So looking at these, comparison wise, finished wine, finished beer, you got markings on the Herculmoter. You got potential alcohol volume markings on this guy. So sugar by weight, lots of different readings. Definitely a little bit of a weight difference in these ones, but I don't know. Packaging nicer, glass versus plastic. I'm going to be really careful. I'm going to follow their directions. I expect this one to be off a little bit because, yeah, kind of hard to watch that. I did drop that, as you can see. But supposed to be at 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Let's see there. I did that one right. Then I dropped this one. This one reads higher in the water, but I'm a little over 1, so I'm expecting if I did correct the temp on this and took the temp of that water, it would set out right. So, on my comparison and testing this, and again, I'm not an expert at this, so I'm just trying to test this out, and I was worried about that one, so that's how I ended up with this. First impression though, I don't know what I did wrong with this guy, but my first impression, maybe I'll do this again later, is, you know, both are pretty good. Obviously a glass tube versus plastic. I don't know if that's really worth extra money. Packaging is great. This one came in a kit. So I can't remember exactly the package. Cleaning brush, that's a cool feature, but I wash my stuff all the time. A little bit better packaging in this one. This one's got a cheat sheet in the tube itself. That one gives you a bunch of nice direction, cleaning cloth. I mean, both seem fairly good hydrometers, I think, from my impression. Anybody watches this, please, again, comment. Tell me what your thoughts are. But I'm going to dry this guy off. And again, trying to be careful. So I know some of you say have a backup because you break these things all the time, which I honestly can see why. So now what did I do with my tube? Sorry. Well, put my tube away. And other than to dry him off, I don't want him sitting around. I don't want to break him. So, oh, that's a nice feature. Yeah, I'm hot. Not me, sorry. Temp-wise, my water, I didn't notice that on the Brewing America one. That's sitting at 75 degrees, which is weird to me because that's been sitting on my shelf. Maybe it's from my hand, I don't know. But it's definitely not, this might be 75 degrees. Probably going to test that too, but that's a nice feature because that makes your conversion easy with the calculator. And the calculators I'm referring to, everybody, is online. And kind of dropped that tube in there again. I'm doing everything wrong here almost with dropping them. And I think that's what a lot of guys do wrong, unfortunately. So I'm going to stick him aside so he doesn't get broke or hurt. I'm going to take the Herculmeter out. And again, I don't have a preference at this point. I just thought my Herculmeter wasn't working. And no temp reading on this. That's a nice feature. I'm looking at if it tells me what temp this one's supposed to read at. This one's saying 60. So these are both at 75 degrees. They're reading a little bit different. I don't know if we change the temp, if that would read correct or not. So they're both reading at 60. And this one showed more than one. So technically, if this water is 75 degrees, let's find out. My sheet, hopefully this will work. My meat thermometer. Let's do this trick. I'm getting 71 degrees. $71 degrees. I'm guessing at this point, again, I'm not saying I'm a fan of either one yet. I'll keep you posted as I move on with this stuff and let you know my thoughts. But both 70 degrees. I'm questioning if the Brewing America hydrometer, probably because my hand maybe, I mean, I was just outside cooking, so that might be why that temp rates. So I'd like to leave that sit there a little longer next time and see what we got. But I want to do a water test too. How much wort are we actually going to lose with these guys? So let's do it. Obviously it's water. We all know that. So what do I have? I have just a hair over a half a cup of water. So Brewing America used a half a cup. So half a cup of wort. And I don't know, guys, when I do a test, I like to test my wort. It's weird to make hot scotchies, but obviously at this point our wort's cool, so that don't count. And for the purists, let's wipe it out. Okay, so half a cup on the Brewing America. No little spout on this guy, but if you're going to pour it out, pour in a cup. It's a nice feature, but is that big a deal? So how much wort are you technically going to lose? Looking at this one, this is going to be a comical measurement, but I'm going to say 2 hairs over. So what's 2 hairs? Not even half of my pinky. I'm going to say roughly, this one's sitting between half a cup and 3/4 cup. That one was sitting maybe, oh boy, maybe a tablespoon or 2 over. So I'm not going to buy into the wort difference right now. That honestly to me is very minimal. So there you have it. There's a basic hydrometer test and a comparison of the one by Fermenter's favorite, the Herculmeter, and then the hydrometer from Brewing America, their big one. So I don't know. At this point I don't think you're going to go wrong. Got 2 now. I got a backup, and that temp difference, I'm kind of scratching my head, but I don't think I'm going to do that again because I'm guessing that was probably my hand while we're off. Maybe my meat thermometer might be off a couple degrees too. But I'll do a boil test later. I don't want to do it on this video and check temperature on that hydrometer and figure it out. And I'll probably check my meat thermometer. But that seems fairly accurate on all the meat I do. So I'm guessing it's heat from my hand without doing a boil test. But enough of that. I wanted to bring you another homebrew video with comparison to hydrometers or hydrometers. Say it correct, Jeff. Sorry. Kind of wanted to look at the claim of Brewing America. How much wort are you going to use? I don't know. Again, very comparison. So what are you gaining? Glass, temperature gauge in it. All seem to read about the same. Kind of like the readings on that one better. You're gaining a brush, but those aren't too expensive. You're gaining a microfiber cloth, not too expensive. I would say better directions plus 15% off. I haven't been to their website. I don't know what else they sell. So there you go, guys and gals. I don't think you can really lose with either one. Now I guess I got a spare hydrometer. So cool. Until next time, hey, hit that like button, subscribe, share. More videos to come. Finally got a little summertime, a little break. I hope to crank out a bunch of videos over the summer. I actually have 5 beer recipes downstairs, and since this beer talk, gonna do those soon, so that'll be 15 gallons. Those tuned in this video. I'm doing a kegerator video build. I got 1 video out there on that so far. I'm gonna do more on that. Beer wise, also I'll show a kegerator operation. I got 3 5-gallon kegs downstairs. I'm doing a 3-gallon setup. I'm gonna do a comparison too coming up. For those of you that are watching this kind of regularly, brewing the bag and also your basic extract beer, because I messed up and ordered an extract again, which is fine. So I'm gonna do a comparison on that. But that's it from the brewing side tonight, and barbecue side, cooking side. Stay tuned. Got a lot of stuff coming there. Added a stick burner to the mix. Added a ECB, El Cheapo Brinkman. But I don't want to keep rambling. Subscribe, like, share, everybody. More to come. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome night.